Let's do it. Yo, what up, though? I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson, and I am here live on a Tuesday night. I don't know when you watching it, but it's going down, baby. It's the off season. It's almost draft day, and we got a lot of fun happening tonight, man. A lot to talk about. We gonna go down some rabbit holes tonight, but we gonna have a little bit of fun, man. And after this draft, we gonna have even more. So let's strap it up. I'm here with the Nasty Boys, Big Ed and Waves. It's been a minute since we done this, man. It's the off season. Yo. Yeah. Okay, all right. I just had to groove with that for a minute. I had to groove with that for a moment.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good, OG.
It's all good in the hood, and if it wasn't, then it would. Oh, what's happening there, Big Ed?
Man, not much. I got the Wolves game on in the background. Because, the other day the Wolves beat the hell out of Phoenix. So it's on in the background right now.
Okay. We're going to get back to that in a minute. Wade, what's going on with you?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, everything's all right, man. Draft coming up, a lot of stuff is still floating in the air. It's getting more and more exciting as the days approach.
All right, Big Ed, what was you trying to say, man?
Man, I got some other good news.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be 46 years old in July.
Okay.
So at 46 years old, I am taking my ass back to school.
Good for you, man. Congratulations.
So,
oh yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We're going to put you on the news.
Never too late.
Ain't nothing wrong with ever bettering yourself. That's the point of life in the first place.
Flat out. All right, NFL draft coming here to Detroit in 2 nights. Downtown Detroit is banging. Somebody trying to get Big Ed's attention, and he over there said, "I'm on back end, motherfucker." Downtown Detroit is jumping. Streets blocked off everywhere, man. It's crazy. How was y'all weekend, man? I had a full weekend, so I just want to get a feel for y'all. How was your weekend there, Waves?
Man, Saturday, put in that work, started working on that bathroom, got some walls up, got the ceiling up. So we more than halfway there at this point. And then Sunday, I was chopping wood.
They got walls up, ceiling up, chopping wood. This nigga is building a house, an ark. He's building an ark. It's gonna flood. Were you expecting a flood, nigga?
I got always prepared for these Minnesota winters, man. Ain't no such thing as too much wood.
So
man,
Big
we didn't even have a winter. We didn't even have a winter this year.
That's what she said. Anyway, never no such thing as too much wood.
Said Kim K. Sorry.
Big Ed, talk to me.
Man, I didn't do nothing much this weekend. I sat out in the yard, chilling doing some DJing in the yard, having some fun.
Okay, all right. This nigga DJing for the
neighborhood.
Yeah. Squirrels and shit. But
squirrel.
I was just about to make a mention of that.
Shit. Well, I had a weekend, man. So Friday we were supposed to do the show, and I apologize to y'all because I was all in. I was all ready. I had my show ready. I was ready to do the shows, and I remembered that it was Tony Roberts' birthday, and he was in town for his birthday.
Okay.
And he was having a birthday party downtown in Mike Epps' new spot. It's called One Mike. So I went down to hang out with him, and it turned out to be a lot more fun than expected, and a little overwhelming because I didn't realize, I hadn't been out in so long, and I hadn't seen some of these people in so long because I just had not been out in a minute. So it felt good to be out. Ran into Tony. Of course, I saw Tony and his wife. That was cool. Coco, big love to Coco, T-Barb, Daryl Arrow, Katrina Storm. I saw, man, there was a bunch of people. And then I walks up to because some more was there. Some more Don DC Curry, Latrell what's his name?
Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Teddy Carpenter was all there too.
Oh wow.
man.
So
You see,
check this out. I walks up to Don DC Curry, and I just walked up to him and act like I knew him. So I walked up and said, "Yo, DC, what up, though, baby? What's happening?" And he turned around and like, "Hey, what's happening, man?" He was out talking to me, and I leaned into him and I said, "I don't really know you, nigga. I'm just fucking with you. What's up?"
yo,
That nigga bust out laughing. He was like, "Oh, I sure was trying to figure out where I knew your ass from." He said, "I was sure sitting here trying to figure out where I knew you from. You all right with me, man?
oh man,
I'm gonna remember you
I
now."
was just gonna say, and that's how you make
Right.
a first impression.
Yeah, so that was it was cool. Lavelle Crawford started. We went up on stage for to give Tony his flowers for his birthday, whatever, and Lavelle Crawford grabs the mic and just goes on an impromptu rant and starts roasting Tony ass. I mean, this nigga started going off. I was like, damn, he had us in tears. He had the whole group. He had us all rolling, man. He just
Oh man,
wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop. And
oh
it was funny. It was a lot of fun, man. And then a backstory. This is gonna be a get ready to clutch your hearts on it. Backstory a little bit. 2 years ago, my son and I, my youngest son, not Dejan but Evan, we decided his mom, she likes little dogs. Usually they white too, little white dogs. So he got a little white dog. Well, her dog's getting old. So my son came up with the idea that since Angel is getting old, let's go buy her a puppy so that if as Angel transitions, she'll have another dog already there. Great idea. We went and bought her a puppy. That was Christmas before last. Last weekend, they were out in the yard, and it turned out it grew up to be just the sweetest little dog too. I mean, the most fun, happy little sweetest little dog you want to find. Well, they were out in the yard last weekend. They went out at night for whatever reason to do something in the backyard, and let her come out with them. Took their hours off her just long enough for her to catch wind of a rabbit running by. She chased the rabbit, hit by a car, got killed.
Damn.
So Sunday, me, Dejan, and Evan jumped in the car, rode out to the east side, bought her a new little puppy, and came back and surprised her with a new puppy. So that was my highlight. That was my other highlight of the weekend. So we surprised her with a new little puppy. So now that kind of takes the sting off. And,
yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. So I was feeling kind of rough about it because I really like that other little dog. So I had to do something. I said something had to be done. So we got that done, man. And that's all that I gotta say about that. I ain't got my sound effects set up, but we gonna keep on rolling, man. NBA playoffs. Getting back to what Big Ed was talking about a minute ago. NBA playoffs are underway. The Lakers was up by 20 on the Nuggets last night.
Oh.
And they came back and won on the last second shot at the buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And Jamal Murray hit the shot over AD.
Mm-hmm.
Over AD. A fadeaway over Anthony Davis. Boom. For the win. Some shoddy calls. The officiating has not been great so far in these NBA playoffs. The same story was for New York and Philadelphia. The fuck Carlton basketball version.
Oh, and man, Philadelphia really in trouble now.
Yeah, they 2-0. They down 2-0.
Without Embiid now.
Yeah, and without Embiid. So
Mm.
they're in trouble, and that was they should have won. They had a chance to win last night. They had that one, and some shaky calls again down the stretch, and New York pulled out a close victory over Philadelphia, also a comeback victory. So, yeah, and in the West, I mean Minnesota and Phoenix.
Mm.
Yep. Minnesota and Phoenix.
Mm.
Minnesota's
I'll
up
go
one
ahead.
nothing.
I'm going ahead and turn it over to you because you smelling yourself right now a little too hard.
Minnesota's up 1-0 on Phoenix right now. And actually right now in the game they're up by 7, 14-7 in the first quarter.
Okay.
Okay.
So but man, Ant went off 33 points. And then I forget the rest of his stats, but yeah, he put it on KD.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention Saturday night. We had game night at my nephew crib, and we was playing this game where they ask you a question, a one word question, you answer it, and then they create a sentence that ends with that what your answer was, and then you got to come up with another sentence to rhyme with it, and you're having rap battles against each other through this game. Oh man, that shit was so much fun. Of course, I was in there. Ain't no way I'm losing.
Right?
I'm winning this rap battle. So yeah, and I did, and I did. And I did. So that was but it was a lot of fun. And we had a great time with that. We had a great time. How about that? So enough about the NBA.
Hold on. I gotta say something though.
Go ahead.
And I never have anything to say about the NBA. So that the
You can
what I
barely
gotta
see
say
it.
about this is Minnesota and the impact they're having on not even just the NBA, but I didn't realize how big of a thing this was and how great the Minnesota's really doing and how well they played last game until I just looked at my phone and realized that some of the YouTubers I tend to follow are all streaming their live reactions to the Wolves versus Suns game right now. So I have to give Minnesota their props. So Minnesota sports team doing their thing.
Oh yeah, they're getting in, man.
Man, they balling.
Ant-Man is
He's
the
bringing a
modern day,
swagger we haven't had in a while
he's the
back.
modern day Michael Jordan right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bringing that
And,
swagger to Minnesota we haven't had in a while, and I love it.
and actually Mike called into to ESPN the other day and was talking with Stephen A and Michael Wilbon about Ant and said, man, this dude's the truth.
That's what's up.
You know,
Bring-
you know what? Big Ant make me hate motherfuckers, man. He just make me not like me. He made me like.
It's that Jordan connection for you right there.
He made me not like niggas. Damn, can I? It's just you know what? Can I just give a nigga props? Nope. Nope. Can't. He got to go extra. Always got to go extra. Speaking of rap battles, there is rap battle mania going on right
Ooh.
now.
Man.
Hip hop civil war.
Oh, it is incredible. I'm talking about it tonight because it's like a sport. It's ridiculous. You got Drake against going in on Kendrick. Kendrick scared to reply. Yeah, Dejan. Kendrick scared to reply. You got Kanye coming after Cole. He want a piece of J. Cole. He went after Drake and J. Cole, but he's kind of bringing J. Cole back in. Now J. Cole can. You ain't got nothing to apologize for to go
I
after.
hope you ain't talking about that like that remix.
They like that remix.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Kanye's verse to me was garbage money.
Well, he still said some shit
He's
that Cole can respond to, and you ain't got to apologize for it. I put it that way. That ain't your boy, and he's saying he don't want you to apologize. He coming at you for apologizing.
Cole, hey, Kanye's giving you a second chance. You better take advantage of this.
May as well. Why not?
Man, he can come out and say 3 lines and probably kill Kanye.
That's why I want him to do it. I'm a Yeezy fan. I'm a Yeezy fan, early days, Yeezy, not current day, but I still respect the man somewhat. But at the same
But
time, I kind of respect Cole more. So this is your opportunity. He came at the throat. Boy, you better hit that jugular and tear it out.
So Rick Ross went after Drake.
Yeah, that was nice.
Chris Brown
Hmm.
versus Quavo.
Ooh. Ooh.
But it's Drake versus everybody. But Chris Brown and Quavo is probably the most heated one.
Yeah.
Quavo did respond. Oh, the YouTube responders are just having a field day. They in heaven.
Yeah.
They in heaven. It's every day has been one. It's been one like seemingly every day.
I ain't gonna front. I listened to the song first or the bar first, and then I go, all right. Now I want to know what No Life Shaq had to say about it.
I do the same. I always want to hear it. I want to hear it first. I want to hear the song first, and then I go listen to the responders. And like I mentioned before, I go to No Life Shack. He's my first, and then I go to Screwface, my second.
Yes.
And this white dude though has worked his way into Noxio. He's worked his way into my mix. His be a little long, but he hits on some stuff that you don't notice. He hit some shit on the Drake disc, because Drake done dissed Kanye twice. I mean Kendrick twice. I don't know if y'all know that.
Yep.
He done hit him twice in the mouth.
Yep.
And Kendrick still ain't swung back.
I'm kind of scared of what happens if he does, though.
He's begging this nigga to say something. Like No Life Shaq said, he must have something on Kendrick for him to get away with this shit. Because he's begging you. He's hoeing you. He is straight up hoeing you right now. And you ain't saying nothing. Like you don't, he knows something that you don't want out. But I don't know if y'all, the drop and give me 50, the push-ups.
Yeah.
Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me. This white boy pointed something out that I didn't notice. And if you think about, and if you know what he said, it changes the whole song.
Talk about how Kendrick got to give up half of his money.
Yep.
Yep.
Drop and give me 50%. Drop a song and give me half of your money. And if you listen back to it, each verse is different because of that. Because now you get what he's talking about, how he's talking about what when he started talking about you doing this song for, you got to do this for Taylor Swift, you got to do this for Maroon 5 or whatever. Nigga, drop and give me 50. So he's talking about the labels. He's talking about his contract, right? So he's constantly talking about people that's getting half of your shit every time you drop something. And that's what he's talking. He's saying that's what he mean by drop and give me 50.
Damn.
Drop a song and give me half your shit. Give me half. I was like, damn. Yeah, so this white dude, Knox Hill be really breaking down. He really does some different. He finds different stuff than the regulars.
Right.
When he does his breakdown, so it makes it interesting to me. But when he likes to try to break down flows, and it's like cadences, and I'm like, come on, man, that's when he sounds like a white boy.
And see that Crypt is another one I watch, and yeah, he's kind of the same way. He kind of does unnecessary breakdowns.
Yeah. So Knox Hill, I don't always make it all the way through because he stops a lot.
Yes, I hate that.
But he also likes to play a good chunk and then go back and play it again, then break it down, and that adds time to it as opposed to breaking it down as it goes along. But what are they gonna do, man? Did y'all hear Quavo's come back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't with Quavo.
I'm like, Quavo, bro, you just proved him right. You the weakest link.
Exactly.
I was like, bro, you gotta come harder than that.
And then he had to use AI on it too.
Oh man,
he didn't use AI on it.
I don't think he used AI.
Didn't he use the AI version of Takeoff on there?
Oh, that's actually Takeoff on there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so he tried to get the cheap sell too.
He put well, because Chris Brown threw Takeoff in there, so he threw Takeoff on his, but he's actually got some old. He took an old clip from Takeoff, some unreleased from Takeoff.
Okay.
But Drake used some AI though. Drake did an AI Tupac and an AI Snoop. Did y'all? So you haven't heard the second Drake diss?
I haven't heard
haven't.
that part of it. I've heard
That's how it starts.
starts.
It starts off with Tupac, and then it goes from Tupac to Snoop. Then it goes from Snoop to Drake.
Mm.
So it's an AI Pac and then an AI Snoop calling out Kendrick because you repping the West Side. Nigga, where you at?
Mm.
And so he do an AI Pac calling him out. Come on, man. Then he do an AI Snoop calling him out. You supposed to be rapping the West. Where you at? And then Drake come in and start going off.
That's someone who's been silent that I want to hear from is Snoop. I want to know his perspective on this, K-Dot and Drake, especially with K-Dot not dropping anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if he spoke up now that Drake AI'd him on this. Oh yeah, no, you got to hear that shit.
I'm going to listen again. Yeah.
Oh, you got to hear that shit from the get to the go because it starts off with the AI shit and then it goes to him. It's kind of smooth how he did it. Because he come in right off Snoop too, no hesitation. He does come in right off of Snoop line and start going in. It's pretty dope. It's called Tailor Made.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
yep.
damn.
Yeah, it's called Tailor Made.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah, check that shit out. That one is dope. And you didn't like the Kanye. You didn't like the Kanye like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I liked it, and I also
kind of hard.
That beat was fire.
That beat.
Well, the beat was the same beat.
No, it was not.
He flipped it. Oh, he flipped it.
Oh,
oh, he flipped it. That motherfucker hard. That motherfucker go real hard.
Woo.
I'm gonna have to listen to it again because it sounds like the same beat to me.
Oh, it's much different.
Oh, he definitely flipped it. It's definitely a flip on it.
Oh, Devin Booker just got hurt.
Uh-oh, that's a problem.
All right, he's back up now. He just got smashed in the collision.
Uh-oh, that's a problem. What did y'all think about Rick Ross?
Oh, Rick. To me, he landed some shots on Drake.
I thought he did.
But he didn't beat Drake.
I thought he landed some shots. And I thought I thought Drake's was better I think Drake said a lot more, but he had to battle a lot of different people, right? Whereas Rick could focus on Drake.
Right.
Yeah. But Rick's was slower and clearer.
Yes. And precise. Yeah. He was precise.
CDL white boy.
I thought it was a little rushed, but it was not mixed well at all. It was just I can't believe it. They called me out. Cut the mic on. I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened because 2 hours later.
It was out no time. But it was slower and clearer. You know what I'm saying? So it was Drake's is fast. That first is real fast. So it's hard to catch what he's saying. You got to listen to it a few times.
I just had a thought.
Yeah.
What if all of these, I won't call them old heads, but that they're older. They're from a different generation of rap. They're not the drill, straight trap rappers, right? What if this is their way of showing these young niggas how to do their beef without dying?
I ain't going that deep on it.
I was thinking similar. I'm thinking is these niggas finding a way to make themselves relevant again. They're putting themselves back in the spotlight. Yeah. Right now, who else are we talking about?
Right. Yeah. We're talking about all these drill
Who else are their fans talking about? They all talking about Kanye and J. Cole and Kendrick and Drake. And you know what I'm saying? I said, because when Kanye jumps in and goes after Cole, it gives Cole an end. It brings him back into the fold. Gives him and it makes Kanye relevant again.
And And the one person that this new generation had representing them, Quavo, he got bodied by a singing nigga.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you though, when you watch the reactors, they don't all feel that way.
Yeah, they like Quavo's better.
Quavo shit is banging. A lot of them will say, I gotta listen again to what he's saying. Fuck what he's saying. This is a fucking banger.
Yeah.
That's what they saying about Quavo shit. Quavo shit is a banger. And I'm like, okay, I hear you. I feel
It'll be a club banger.
Right.
But
right.
you know Chris
But it ain't banging Chris Brown.
You know Chris Brown gonna respond anyway, just for the hell of it.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested to see what he can do though, because that initial one, hey, you just shocked everyone.
He went off, yeah.
But now you have expectations to meet.
But if Quavo shit check out, it's gonna be nice, you know, because Quavo said you're a junkie.
Oh man, he did not hesitate.
He went hard about you. You on that dope, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That shit checks out. You know, that's what they was doing on. I was watching. Lost in Vegas. I watched them too, and they was fact checking Drake shit when they was doing his. So as Drake called somebody out, they was Googling, fact checking him, and they was like, "What makes this shit hard is all he said. Everything he's saying is checking out. This shit is legit."
Mm-hmm.
When he got to be almost 50, they pulled a Rick Ross. He's 48. This shit is legit. he ain't lying on nobody yet.
Right.
They start going down the list like he ain't lying on nobody. That he said, all the people that were saying this shit is whack, I ain't with you because this shit is checking out.
He did play a good crackhead in Power.
Who?
Kendrick.
Oh no, he called Chris Brown a crackhead.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind.
But yeah,
and we have had a big Edism.
Yeah, we had a big Ed moment. Here we
It's
go.
been a while.
Yeah. How many are we gonna have before the night's over?
3.
Okay, all right. Oh shucks, man. All right, let's get down to the get down. Before we get down to the get down, I do want to make an announcement. I have rejoined the SWFFG Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've been pretty quiet, just kind of a spectator. Gave Chris a little bit of shit, and didn't take long for Death Row to call out the Nasty Boys.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We got him. We get him.
Just so y'all know.
Okay.
We get him. Hey, by the way, I also saw on Sleeper that you left the smoke session.
I left a whole bunch of leagues. Me and DeJohn both just left a bunch of leagues because if I stay in them, I end up in too many. So I try to leave, and then I'll
come back.
Join some. That's how I try to cut my number down.
Okay.
Because if I don't leave, the season just start back up. I'm already in it, and I don't want to leave a league that's already started. So I've been trying to stay with. I stayed in all the dynasty leagues, and of course, I really want to just focus on dynasty, and the clashes, the gang fights.
Yeah.
And money leagues. That's really all I want to do now. I don't want to do a whole lot of free leagues, but I'm not going to leave them all, but I'm just trying to leave I'm just trying to cut down my number. So I cut down my number by just cutting myself out of as many as I can think of. And I'm glad you reminded me because I got to go to go to the other platforms and pull out of those too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I can pull out of them now while there's nothing happening, and then when the season starts, I'm not in it, and they got to be invited or, whatever happens.
Right.
Yeah.
See, Wade's fixed the roster problem from last year, so.
Yeah, I've made a couple fixes with scoring and roster for the Smoke Session League, and then I bounced out of quite a few leagues myself. I want to kind of keep it down to a minimum. Obviously, I'll join a few of the gang fights as normal, And then for the most part, I'm going to be putting a lot of time outside of our team leagues and my personal leagues and stuff to focus on helping a lot of these newer, younger dudes coming in and wanting to learn fantasy football from within my
That's why,
little
and
area.
me jumping out opens up spots for them. Me jumping out opens up spots for them instead of the
Right.
proving ground. The real proving ground is putting them in leagues with everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when they can go prove themselves, because that's when they. And by the way, it was somebody that Carlton was on road with BSB last year. Jab nabbed them niggas.
Oh wow.
Yams, yeah, Yams is now SWG.
Damn.
Poaching.
Yeah, he posts BSB. He posts BSB for two guys that he brought in. Carlton had brought in, so he got two guys from BSB he brought in to SWG.
God damn.
Yeah, so that's why, they went in and just proved themselves against the real talent. They put yourself in the fire, throw them in the fire against the
Hey,
top.
shit.
See how you fare, and then just know that if they come in there and they kick some ass, Jab gonna be trying to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Jab gonna go after them. Just know that. But you gotta have a hold on them. You know you're watching them, and if you want to lock them in, you lock them in. But that's where the true proving ground is. That's
Okay.
where the true proving ground is.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna bring up was the proving ground.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, and I'm kind of thinking of the same way as you on that, OG, is kind of bringing them into these free leagues that I'm running. And
Yeah.
hey, test
Put
your
them in the
might
free
with some
league.
of the best you can find.
There you go. Throw them in the fire.
And
I don't think
while we're
Pork
all
Chop
doing
ready.
this, I'll coach you through. Hey, all right, you need help with your roster? All right, you know what? I still plan to win this league, but I'm gonna honestly help you with your roster to give you a good chance to beat me. Because in the end, for me, it's about the competition.
Okay, I ain't helping nobody with shit. I'm putting you in the fire. See what you got. You
Oh
either
yeah,
got it or you don't. And if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You try again next time. And if you got it, then we,
Mhm.
can,
What do they say? Apply next year?
yeah, yeah.
right. Okay. All right. That said, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to say too much right now. We forgot for a minute we was still live. We on the show. We on the show. Talking like we backstage. 2 nights from tonight, the NFL draft is
Woo!
Big Ed
Yeah.
excited because he's getting Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
See, look
Painted
at
fingernails
it.
and all.
It's
I'm just
all
excited.
changed. It's
I'm just
funny
excited.
how it has all changed.
No, I'm not excited for Caleb. I'm excited for the draft period.
You can't wait to see those orange acrylics touch that jersey.
Man, they better not. Hey, man, he better not. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that they went through with him at the team meeting that he went to. Is they told him, hey, we ain't doing that fingernail paint shit. This Chicago, we men here.
They don't care. They don't care about all that, man.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, I honestly don't care about all that. I just had to poke at you with it. That's all.
All they care about is win some games.
Yeah,
you
hey.
can come in here with a dress on, nigga. Just
Mhm.
and don't tell me they don't tolerate that in Chicago, because Dennis Rodman did it. All right,
Mm.
in Chicago,
Wedding dress and all.
Oh no, that was Ricky Williams. I forgot Ricky Williams was the one that wore the dress that time.
yeah.
With Mike Dick.
Dennis Rodman did that shit.
Mhm.
Was wearing dresses, all kind of shit. Just straight up went bitched out for everybody
Married himself.
in Chicago. Used to
He
wear
married
hot
himself.
pants, makeup, hot pants, all that shit. All that shit. Yeah. So, but when you win, it takes care of everything. You come in here and you ball out. I don't give a fuck what you do. You come in here holding hands with a nigga. I don't give a fuck. Just
Mhm.
win. Nigga. Just win.
Go make us some money.
I thought of our draft that we did a few weeks back. And I wondered if any of you, like me, have any changes that are significant any surprise moves or bold predictions for the draft? Because I've got one, and I think it's a good one. I think it is actually possible, and it changes my whole draft.
I did see one earlier today that got me kind of thinking. Where the Bears end up with 2 extra picks, or with 3 picks total in the first round. First, Minnesota makes a trade with Arizona and moves up. And then they get their quarterback, Michael Penix Jr.
Not that high.
Yeah, they're gonna either him or JJ McCarthy, one of the two, at number 4. Then the Bears trade with Arizona for the 9 pick and get the 23rd and 27th pick. And then they end up with Xavier Worthy and then interior lineman.
That's an interesting scenario.
Hmm.
So they move back with the 9, and Arizona moves back into the top 10.
Right.
Interesting scenario.
And then Arizona still gets a receiver with Roma Dunze.
Okay. Ways, you got anything?
I do see Minnesota making a significant trade to get up to. I'd probably go with the Cardinals as well. That's the same. The only real difference here is Minnesota's also going to have a second pick in the top 10. Chances are with receiving the Falcons' first round pick.
How
That
they gonna do both? How they gonna get both of those if they trade? Because
Atlanta's being penalized for their tampering with Kirk Cousins. They essentially basically had him signed before he was done with Minnesota, before this free agency started.
I
And
haven't
they had
heard
started
about
the
that.
negotiations beforehand.
I haven't heard about them getting Arizona's pick. I heard
There's
Arizona might not get their pick.
Minnesota is more likely going to get to pick up. They're going to hand that pick to Minnesota per the rules of the NFL. So it looks like Minnesota might end up with that number 8.
I actually heard they just dropped that pick.
I've been hearing
that's the reports I've heard. I didn't hear that Minnesota was going to get that pick.
Usually the
Kirk
team
Cousins
that's
ain't worth a first round pick. I don't care tampering or not. He's not worth a top 10 pick.
Rules are rules. There's a reason you get fines and all that, So hey, as a Minnesota Vikings fan, I'm okay with this rule.
I mean, when New England got with those draft picks, nobody got them. They just didn't get them.
This is what I've been hearing.
Yeah, you've been hearing that from Paul Allen and everybody.
No, I haven't. I don't listen to Paul Allen. I can't listen to. What was that?
No, I never heard it. I've never heard anything like that happening where they give their pick to another team.
No,
me neither.
Just drop it. They just drop it.
I didn't either until like the last week when I keep all of a sudden getting notifications, news notifications, sports notifications, saying Minnesota likely to receive Atlanta's first round pick this year. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's not.
According to everything that's just been randomly just
otherwise that'd be, man, that would be damn near number 1 story right now everywhere.
I wouldn't say
Minnesota moves into the top 10 from number 11.
There's too much excitement in the NFL to get distracted by that right now.
That would be a distraction.
That would be a distraction. The NFL ain't gonna let that be the main news media.
Oh yes, it will.
Yeah, that would be main media.
Not when you're trying to hype up and sell the draft.
Yeah, when you're trying to hype up, that would hype up and sell the drafts. What are you talking about?
That is true. I guess, yeah.
Right.
All I know is that's all of a sudden I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. But the last week, it's been almost every day. And I just finally this morning opened up one of the links.
That's fan wishful thinking.
I wish it were, but yeah, no, that was USA Today. I was like, okay.
I don't see anything. I don't see that in the news. That said, I've got one for y'all.
What?
There's been a trade Minnesota takes those 2 picks they got, 11 and 23, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
And they move up to pick number 3 with New England and get Drake May.
Ooh.
I wouldn't be upset with that either.
Because New England wants additional picks. New England just picked up Jacoby Brissett, and there is a school of thought that all they want to do is build a team
And get a quarterback next year.
get a quarterback when free agency opened up. Because every year somebody's dumping a free agent. Somebody is going to be out there. Dak Prescott is probably going to be out there next year.
Yeah.
So let's build a team and just grab a quarterback out of a ready-made quarterback out of free agency next year.
Mm.
That is intriguing.
So they
That
would
is.
prefer to have those 2 picks, those 2 first-round picks, as opposed to the 1 high pick.
That makes actually a lot of sense. I like that
That is
scenario.
intriguing.
I like that scenario. To me, it's still a little iffy with Dak, but maybe it is a issue of system. So when it comes to him, I don't
And it
know.
may be Dak. You're right. It may not be Dak, but they just in that. What I'm saying is, there's probably going to be some more quality quarterbacks out there.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
You know, so every year somebody dumps a good quarterback because they lost this market.
Yeah.
They're no longer a fan favorite here. We've had enough, and he's got to go.
In fact, Russell might even be available next year too.
Russell who?
Wilson.
Who the fuck wants Russell Wilson?
Oh,
Oh, Justin
Steelers
Fields fan.
obviously wanted him.
Russell Wilson.
Steelers only signed him to a 1-year deal though, so
Exactly.
he might be the bridge that New England gets next year.
England got the bridge. They got Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
That's a bridge quarterback.
yeah. I know he's a solid bridge quarterback.
That's their bridge QB. They're gonna be looking for the guy. If they in my scenario, I'll say that.
Right.
They'll
I-
be looking for the guy next year.
I do have one more pick I absolutely have to change because it was a boneheaded pick in the first place. My number 10 overall pick with the Raiders jumping up to get Bo Nix. Yeah, that was absolutely boneheaded, I admit. But the more realistic option here, especially with things I've been seeing, is that Philly will move up to number 10 and try to get them a cornerback. Because the rumblings right now is Philly wants to be top 10 for a corner.
That's I could see that being I could see that. I could see them wanting to do that.
Yeah.
See them putting forth that effort.
Oh, KD just flopped like a
I was so
KD
confused.
just flopped like LeBron.
I was waiting for him to throw LeBron in there. I don't know why LeBron name got to come up.
I don't know why when
LeBron name gotta come up.
for some reason he said KD and I just imagined these 2 toothpicks flying up on the screen as his legs. I can't stand them.
Why LeBron got to come up?
Oh man, that was a flop. Oh, sorry. Woo.
Oh man.
I know the reason, in case you're watching and you're wondering, he's over laughing because he's a Minnesota fan. They're playing Minnesota. That's why he's overplaying his hand right now. Just so you know, in case you didn't, that's the real story there.
Now, what do you guys think Denver is thinking right now?
I don't know. They just traded for Zach Wilson.
That's why I'm asking this question. What is going on in Denver's head?
I have no clue.
They got a backup quarterback. I mean, that's hopefully that's what they're thinking. Okay, we need a backup.
I hope, because man,
let Zach to be the backup to work with whoever we bring in.
yeah. Because I saw that earlier. I was like, ooh, I don't even know if I would really want to report that to the media. Like, there's some things you could just keep in house, Just let it quietly be like, wait, is that Zach
Like the
Wilson on their sideline?
like the Vikings picking up Sam Darnold.
Well, yeah, exactly. We didn't need to announce that
What's
we
wrong
picked
with
up the
Sam
Lego
Darnold?
man. Because
Man,
we got the Lego police officer as a quarterback right now. And I'm
Bro.
not happy with this. Like,
Bro, Sam Darnold just spent the season in San Francisco. So
how many did Trey Lance spend there? I don't know how I feel about that.
Trey Lance was hurt. Trey Lance didn't get. He only spent a couple games.
Yeah.
He got injured.
Either way, I don't know how I feel about Sam Darnold right now. I've never thought good thoughts about Sam Darnold, so
Sam Darnold is not bad, not bad. I think Sam Darnold is a good guy to have in the locker on the sideline. He did good in Frisco last year. He was very good on the bench.
yeah, yeah. I think he'll be a great bench leader.
For Penix.
That's it. 11 days. It's the last thing I'm gonna mention, and I'm done. 11 days to the Dynasty League draft.
Mhm.
Rookie draft.
Oh, I got my watch list set up. Y'all's in trouble this year. Plain and simple.
I ain't in trouble this year.
Y'all's in trouble
I'm
this
ready.
year. I know what
I'm
I
in
need
trouble.
to do.
I'm in trouble this year. I can't front. I'm in trouble this year. I'm not gonna say why, but I'm in trouble this year.
Yeah, my team's in trouble,
I'm on
but
a mission. I'm on a mission to untrouble myself.
you are not the only one, sir.
Yeah, my team is a little bit. I don't know how it slipped away from me, but I'm in trouble this year.
Yeah, I got a few holes to fill, you know.
Uh-oh.
But you know, I'm confident in how I'm going to perform in the Dynasty League this year. I have a feeling this rookie draft is going to be, it's going to be very giving to me this year.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not feeling the same way because I hate having to depend on rookies. I prefer to be set and have my rookies coming up from behind and being able to be there in case they're good. If they do good, great, I can stick them in, but they don't have to be good right away.
Right.
And if somebody is falling, by the time they come up and they making some noise, I can push somebody out the way and put them in the mix and move on. And I don't like needing a rookie.
I agree with that.
And I feel like I'm in a needy position now.
Okay, yeah. And see, I can definitely understand that perspective. I guess there's a few positions that I definitely need, but this rookie draft class doesn't help me with them. So I'm very happy with this draft situation I'm in. I'm in a pretty good spot. It's just that free agency once week 2 hits of the regular season is where I'm going to be interested in.
Okay. Well, we'll see about all that. You're talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, my team just has some problems all the way up and down. So I got to figure out how to fix that.
I'm a little nervous. I think my team has the potential to be a good second half team. So the second half of the season, I think I'll be stronger than I will be in the first half of the season.
See, my goal this year is to be different than I always have a really strong second half of the year. So that my thinking this year is I want to have my entire season be a strong season. That is my biggest goal right now.
That is the stupidest shit anybody.
I'm just saying I know I'm good in the second half of the season. I can trust my decision making. It's the first half of the season.
Goal ain't to be good all damn year.
Here's the OG. You're on teams with me. You see, I struggled that first half of the season. First 6 games, 8 games. It's a shit show. so I be struggling. I need to fix that. That way I could be more successful.
Okay. That said. That said. Man, I'm looking forward to the NFL draft coming up in a couple days. By the time you see us again, it will have happened, and we'll be able to talk about what everybody did and what we think about the draft. We do a draft recap in a week. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. On behalf of the crew, Big Ed and Waze, this has been the off season, and we out of here like last year. Thanks for checking us out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you like and subscribe this show. Peace. Appreciate you.